Imagine digging in your backyard for a new garden and hitting something hard. You figure it's just a big rock, but you keep digging, and you uncover the timber of an ancient ship. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? Well, for a group of farmers, this incredible scenario became a reality, sparking a mystery that has left scientists and historians absolutely baffled. Today, we're diving deep into the story of how a routine day in the fields led to one of the most perplexing archaeological discoveries of our time. What was a massive seafaring vessel doing buried miles from any major body of water? How did it get there? And what secrets has it been holding, locked beneath the earth for centuries? Stick around, because the answers are as astonishing as the discovery itself. It all started on a seemingly ordinary morning. Farmers were preparing their land, a task they'd done countless times before. But this time, their machinery struck something that wasn't soil or stone. It was wood, old, dark, and clearly shaped by human hands. As they carefully excavated the area, the sheer scale of their find began to emerge. It wasn't just a few planks, it was the curved hull of a massive ship. News of the discovery spread like wildfire. Local authorities were called, and soon archaeologists from around the world descended on the quiet farmland. The initial survey was mind-boggling. The ship was estimated to be over 100 feet long, a significant vessel for its time. Carbon dating of the wood and surrounding soil layers placed its burial sometime in the distant past, potentially thousands of years ago. But the biggest question loomed over everyone. Why here? The farm was located in a landlocked region, far from any ocean or navigable river. There were no historical records, no local legends, nothing to suggest that this area was ever a bustling port or a major waterway. The landscape itself told a story of rolling hills and fertile plains, not of seas and shores. Scientists were faced with a puzzle that defied conventional geological and historical understanding. One of the first theories proposed was that a catastrophic natural event, like a massive tsunami or a biblical-scale flood, could have carried the ship inland and deposited it there. Researchers modeled various flood scenarios, trying to see if any ancient cataclysm could explain its position. However, the geological evidence just didn't add up. There were no corresponding sedimentary layers or other signs of a massive sudden inundation in the surrounding area. The ship seemed to be an isolated anomaly. The flood theory, while dramatic, was quickly losing ground. Another idea emerged. Perhaps the geography of the region had changed dramatically over the millennia. Could a massive ancient river or an inland sea have once covered this land, only to dry up and vanish over time? Geologists drilled core samples, studied ancient maps, and analyzed satellite imagery, searching for any trace of a ghost waterway. While climate change has certainly reshaped our planet, the evidence for a body of water large enough to accommodate such a vessel in this specific location was thin, at best. The land appeared to have been stable for a very, very long time. With natural explanations failing to provide a clear answer, investigators turned to the ship itself. What kind of vessel was it? Its construction was unlike anything they had seen before. The craftsmanship was exquisite, using joinery techniques that were incredibly advanced. The type of wood wasn't local to the region, suggesting it was built far away and brought here. But how? Inside the hull, the mystery only deepened. Archaeologists unearthed a fascinating collection of artifacts. They found pottery with intricate designs, tools made of an unknown metallic alloy, and remnants of what appeared to be celestial navigation charts. These charts were the most confusing part. They depicted star constellations, but not as we see them today. The star patterns were subtly different, suggesting they were either drawn by a culture with a unique understanding of the cosmos, or more tantalizingly, that they were drawn at a time when the night sky itself looked different from our own. Who were these ancient mariners? The artifacts didn't match any known civilization. The pottery styles, the metallurgical composition of the tools, the symbolic language on the charts. It was all completely new. It was as if a previously unknown, highly advanced culture had simply vanished from the historical record. leaving behind only this single, enigmatic ship. This led to some of the more speculative, out-of-the-box theories. Could the ship have been transported over land? The sheer logistics of moving a 100-foot vessel across miles of rugged terrain without modern technology would have been a monumental feat, an undertaking on the scale of building the pyramids. If they did move it, why? Was it part of a grand religious ceremony? Was it a royal tomb, hauled to a sacred, landlocked spot? The lack of any human remains on board seemed to argue against the tomb theory, but the ceremonial possibility remained intriguing. As the excavation continued, a new groundbreaking detail was uncovered. Deep within the ship's hold, sealed in a watertight compartment, researchers found seeds from various plants. What was amazing was that these seeds were not native to any single continent. There were seeds from the Americas, from Asia, from Africa, a global collection that would have been impossible for any single ancient culture to assemble. It was a botanical ark, a collection of life from across the planet. This discovery changed everything. This wasn't just a trading vessel or a warship. It seemed to have a specific, almost scientific purpose. Was this a mission of preservation? A voyage to collect and save species? The level of planning and knowledge required for such an undertaking would be astonishing for the ancient world. The mystery of the ship in the field remains unsolved. Each new discovery seems to open up more questions than it answers. We have a vessel of unknown origin, built with advanced techniques, buried in a place it shouldn't be, containing artifacts that defy classification, and carrying a global library of plant life. Scientists are now using ground-penetrating radar to scan the wider area, hoping to find other buried structures or clues that might point to a settlement or the path the ship took. Geneticists are working to sequence the DNA of the ancient seeds, hoping to learn more about their origins and perhaps even revive them. And historians are poring over obscure myths and legends from around the world, searching for any whisper or echo of a story that might fit these incredible facts. A tale of great builders of world travelers of a mission to preserve life against unknown odds. This story is a powerful reminder that our planet still holds profound mysteries, and that the history we think we know might just be the tip of the iceberg. A chance discovery by a few farmers has forced us to reconsider what was possible in our distant past. What other secrets lie waiting just beneath our feet? Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey into the unknown. What do you think is the real story behind this phantom ship? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you love exploring the world's greatest mysteries, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories. We'll see you in the next video.